Welcome back to Sub-Zero Hero. In our last episode, we gained promotion to Norway's second tier, our first promotion in FM21, but the job's not done yet. We're back for the last day of the season where we've got a home game, and if we're victorious, we will be winning the title and we'll get to see our boys hold the trophy aloft. But our first team are not the only team that have been collecting honours this season. So whilst our senior team have a chance of a title going into the last game of the season, our under-19s have already been hard at work. Now, I took over the under-19s at the start of this season, and when I didn't necessarily expect Jonas Hartvigsson to be the star of the show this year, but the under-19s finished top of their regional group and progressed into a playoff system where they managed to make their way all the way to the final, where they played Premier League Storbeck's under-19 teams, and they went a goal down in this final. But our mate Hartvigsson managed to score his 59th and 60th goals of the season for the under-19s, and it meant that beating Storbeck qualified the team for promotion to the National Under-19 Championships. So next season, our under-19s are going to be playing some very high calibre opposition, including the likes of Molde and Rosenborg. Now that's got to be good for the development of our youngsters if rather than playing local teams from the fourth tier, they're instead playing the best under-19 squads in the country. So we're definitely excited about what that's going to mean, but our attention now needs to switch back to the first team because we need a victory in our last game of the season to try and win our first title in Sub-Zero Hero. So just before we get out there, this is our form since the last episode where we did make hard work of it, but we did beat Storbeck 4-3 to gain promotion. We've had two back-to-back 1-1 draws. In the first against Horde, I thought we'd sneaked a late winner, but Horde scored even later than that. And then in the next game against Grorud, who are down in the relegation zones but were fresh off a 7-1 victory against our promotion rivals Levanger. So a 1-1 draw wasn't a disgrace, but we had to come back and get an equaliser of our own in this game. And then today we are playing Chelsea, and a victory is going to mean that we are champions. We're going to have three of our academy prospects in the team today. Sunder, Dreyer, who's returning from suspension, and by the way, he continues to train like Ivan Drago in Rocky 4. He is an absolute man-mountain at the moment. Then over on the right wing, we're going to have Andre Gerser, who has now got 5 goals and 5 assists this season. He continues to train very well as well. And I think both of those players are going to continue to train well if we're playing a higher level of football next season. But today's all about trying to secure the title. So we're going to get out there where we're taking on Chelsea, who earlier in the season, well, they ended our unbeaten run by smashing us 4-1. So this is going to be a tricky little game. We are going to go and give the boys a pre-match team talk. We'll see you for the kickoff. So here we go then, teams coming out of the tunnels. We're the home team. Our form has not been great during the run-in, let's be honest. You know, when you finally get a promotion after 4 years, normally when you've been signing players, it's because everything has finally come together, you've assembled a squad that you need to compete, and you romp to promotion. That has not been the case for Tromsdalen. I feel like we've limped there. If I'm honest, I'm not sure we are the best team in this league. We've scratched out a lot of our victories using late winners, narrow wins, as we nearly get off to a good start in this game, but I wouldn't say that we have been by far and away the best team in this division. But if there's a title on offer, we'll take it. And the most important thing was, of course, that promotion, which, regardless of today's outcome, is sealed. We are up. And how great is it that our under-19s are promoted as well? Didn't even realise that that was an option when I took charge of them at the start of the season, but they're going to be rubbing shoulders with Rosenborg, Molde, Bodø Glimt, all of their under-19 teams. So That has got to help with their development, I am sure. But yeah, it's got to be good for our under-19s to be playing a higher standard of football. Does that count? Yeah, 1-0. Good start to the game, 13 minutes in. Grunwald has got an amazing long throw, by the way. He loves to hurl those on top of the keeper. 9 times out of 10. They don't really achieve very much, but the keeper decided not to jump for that one, and Mathiasen did, and has nodded us into the lead. I think we're still behind on the XG, though, so there's plenty of work to do. Here's little Gerser, who I've warmed to, by the way. First 2 seasons, him and I didn't get on very well because he was lazy and I was strict. But this season, things have got a little bit better. We're now firmly ahead in the XG. We're into the highlights again. Gerser's picked up a booking and has sent a raking ball cross field straight to the opposition. And we've got a little bit of work to do. Mikkelsen has decided not to pick the ball up as he was entitled to do. Instead, he smacked it forward. And we're under pressure again. And well done, Mikkelsen. You have just given them a route back into the game, which I think was avoidable if you'd have just bent down and picked the ball up. Never mind. We're not behind. It's still a draw, I think, at half-time. We're going to need to have a look at how Vålerenga's second team are getting on as well. And actually, the team in third place, Start, their second team can leapfrog us with results as well. So it's not happening at the moment. Looks like we're still 2 points clear there, so that is encouraging. Okay, well, it's time to get in there, give the boys a team talk, get the liniment flowing, get the half-time oranges cut up, and get out there to play the final half of our 4th season in charge of Tromsdalen. And here we go then, we're away for the second half. We've got a little bit of work to do. I would like a really convincing second half performance here, just to take all of the nerves out of the occasion. Rarely do you get it with this team. Grunwald is on the long throws again. And he's thrown it directly into the opposition's goal. All right. Okay, I can see what he's thinking there. What was that then? Is that a goal disallowed? Does that count as a goal disallowed? Not sure. I've ever seen that before. It's the kind of game where you need Finnish keeper Peter Enkelman in goal. And then he'd have got a little touch on it and it would have counted. Not today, though. And they are coming through again. And oh, Mikkelsen has just nibbled one round the post. Not looking at his most assured today, old Mikkelsen. Played a full 18 this morning and he's looking a little bit distracted still. He's got some safe hands on one there. And let's just pause for a second because now the scores are with us, are they? Vålerenga look like they might just have tied up against Grorud. And where Start's second team? They're drawing 0-0 with Lawrencekorg. So both of those games are pretty finely poised. As is ours. 52 minutes too early for a shout? I don't think it is. We're going to Marmor. And it's forced to highlight. What have we got here? Bratton, who's playing as our left back today. Christofferson. He's on the ball. He could get one in here. He has. And it's cleared. Loveland needs to send it back in now. He has. And it's an own goal, I think. It's charity. We're not a proud people up in Tromsø. We'll take it. Oh, dear me. I think 2 players had a go at scoring an own goal there. Have we got to them? My lips are sealed. What's happened here? One player tried to force it into his own net. That player wasn't convinced it would make it, so he lashed it home for good measure. All right, better. That win will mean that we are the champions, but this is Tromsdalen we're talking here. More work to be done. We've started by giving them the ball back. They've returned it to us, and we've done the same for them. It's a very friendly occasion. And we've let them straight back into the game with 2 defensive mistakes. Can we shout berate yet? We can't. We'll have to wait for that little delight. Dear me. So Loveland has given the ball away there. Straight to their player who's launched it through. And Walid Adrissi gets, I think, his second of the game. Am I right? And we're tied at 2-2. Can we shout yet? We can. We're going to berate the whole team, but they're all turning to Loveland thinking the boss is talking to you here. And we've got more work to do. What's happening in these other games, by the way? Vålerenga are now 2-1 down, but Start have taken the lead. And they're going to pip us on goal difference here. How do I see the full table? I don't think I can see the full table. How tight is the goal difference? We don't know. Okay, I guess we nudge things up to an attacking mentality then, because we need a goal. And we don't have an awful lot of time left. Let's get some tired legs off the pitch. Let's make some tactical tweaks. Looks like Gersa's coming off. We'll see you out there for the last 19 minutes. All right then, Gersa's off. Dreher's off. One had a knock. The other was playing poorly. And we're down to just 10 minutes left and nothing seems to be happening. We are going to demand more of the team for the final time. We've got one more change late on. And I think we might have to go 3 up top. We've won the ball. That's a little bit more like it. Grunwald has fired it forward. That's too far, isn't it, for Mathiasson? And maybe this is not going to be our highlight. I think for the last 8 minutes, we're going to have to get a third striker on the pitch. Unless Kristoffersson can work something here. He can fire it across. Grunwald. Oh, that was a chance. Twice that was a chance. We brought Kim Bendixson on for Dreher, by the way. So that's our best set piece taker is on the pitch. And Carlson gives it to Asali Anderson. Back to Bratton. And they've launched it forward. We are going to be reasonably vulnerable, I think, to the counter-attacks. Set pieces we've got men back for, though. So there's no excuses here. Right, play it long, Phil. Play it long. There we go. Grunwald, no. Kristoffersson, all right. We got plenty forward. They're flooding forward. Quality into the box. Nothing. Now, quality. Shoot. Oh, goodness me, the keeper's got down to it. I don't think we can get another shout out. No, shouts we're done for. Phil, that's it. He's searched out Kristoffersson. We're through again. Just roll it across the 6-yard box. Go on. Grunwald. Oh, dear me. The chances are coming. The chances are coming. Phil's going to flash another one forward. Is he? No, there's nobody out there, Phil. All right. We need winners. Not easy when you got one centre-back, but we've won it back again. Stay on side now. Schernesson's come on for Gersa. Bit of quality. Get it over. Somebody get it over. Loveland, get it in the box, son. Oh, he's had a little dab at it. We're going into injury time now. And we're racing through the injury time. Here we go. No long throws this time. Get hold of that ball. Oh, no. Now we're vulnerable. Oh, we're going to be very vulnerable. They have got a lot of numbers forward. This was the risk. And there goes a title. There it goes. Ah, well, we went for it. We didn't find the breakthrough. And they came at us like a rugby team there, didn't they? They just played it along the line. Hansen's looking over at me saying, what have you done, boss? Rarely do you see a striker with the vision to actually give the ball to a man placed better than him, but they did it. And unless there is going to be some late drama in the start to game, it's going to be title denied, I'm afraid. Did I mention the under-19s had won their title? I was in charge of that team. Granted, we didn't get a trophy or a podium finish. Hell, but we did win something. This looks like it could be a proper highlight, by the way. I don't think a 3-3 draw is going to make an awful lot of difference, though, is it really? We're playing it pretty ponderously forward. What do we got? Is that a penalty? Oh, no, we're in trouble again. We're in trouble again. Oh, dear. Look at them flooding forwards. And there goes the game. All right, then. Let's bring it down to balanced. Let's not get annihilated. I'll move some of the players back again. Title's gone. Oh dear, I always say titles really are for show-offs, really. It's all about the promotions. Who needs silverware, really? It's all about getting up to the next level. It doesn't matter about the silverware until you're in the top division. It's a vanity project, if anything. Oh, I wouldn't bother, Grunners. Too late now, son. It's too late. You need 2 more, and we're already 30 seconds over the allotted time. Now we sling in a set piece and make it work. Goodness me. All right. Well, 4-3 makes it look a little bit more respectable, I guess. But no title for these boys. But I planned that, if I'm honest. I'll let you in on it now. I wanted to keep the boys hungry for next season. And I thought, you know, open top bus parades, meetings at town hall, that's going to go to their heads. What we really need is to just throw it away on the last day of the season, just to keep that hunger going. By the way, him strolling through there, I've actually got a flat back 4 going again now, so there was no excuses for that. And the boys are going in, so we're ending the season on a negative. I don't know why you're parading around the pitch, boys. You've not done a lot to deserve that. And we've had a really poor end to the season, I have to say. Really poor end to the season. Considering how well we played during that first, I don't know, maybe 16, 17 games, we have limped home to promotion. Start have stolen the title from us on the final day of the season. And they've done it with just a 1-0 win, and we've lost the title by a point. We're up, but we're not up as champions. And if we just treat ourselves to a look at that end of season form, it's not great, is it? I mean, we've got, 4 defeats there during the run-in, 2 draws as well. And one of those wins was pretty narrow. So I think there's a little bit of work to do. We're going to get our next youth intake in before we see you next. In our next episode, we're also going to have a look at a 3-year review of the ones we've already had. And we're going to be playing our first game in the Norwegian second tier.